Hey everybody, Dr. Colleen Sierra here, licensed clinical psychologist and founder and executive director of Sierra Center for Behavioral Health. Happy Monday. Coming to talk to you all today about gratitude. Now, stay with me. I know we've been hearing a lot about gratitude ever since the pandemic because gratitude can be a really powerful, important way to improve our mood and boost our immunity. So we've been hearing a lot about gratitude. However, there are some caveats there that I want to make sure that we understand when we're trying to develop a gratitude practice that is actually going to benefit us, okay? So, it's always great to notice what the good things in our life, to look at our home and say, I'm so glad I have a roof over my head, or to look at our children and say, I'm so glad they're healthy. It's always good to notice the good things, right? So that's a helpful thing. However, noticing the good things is one thing. That's a good thing to do. You can take it deeper though and give yourself better benefits by really feeling gratitude, right? So there are a lot of us who just expect to have a roof over our head, which is absolutely an aspect of privilege, right? For those of us who just expect to have a roof over our head, having a roof over our head probably doesn't give us this really warm, emotional, deep felt sense of gratitude. We understand, hopefully, intellectually that that's a privilege and that we're grateful for that. But that typically doesn't produce the kind of gratitude experience that I'm referring to. Typically, you need to get a bit more detailed, a bit more granular. So I'm curious for you all, what are you going to miss when life goes back to normal? Now, hopefully it's not going to go back to normal for a long time until we have a vaccine or a cure. But still, the world is likely going to change in a couple of weeks. So maybe your world doesn't change. Maybe you continue I'm going to keep working from home and keep social distancing, regardless of what the executive order from the governor's office says. But the world is going to change. So as the world continues to change, what are you going to miss about this quarantine time? Think about it. I'm curious what you have to say. So for me, I'm getting more sleep than I ever have, probably since I was a teenager, which is really awesome. The amount of quality family time is just off the charts. It's too much sometimes, to be honest. But still, we get to go on a family walk or a bike ride pretty much every single day. When is that ever going to happen again? I love that there's no traffic. I go to my office once a week to get mail and water plants and whatever. It typically takes me 45 minutes to get to downtown Chicago, even though I'm only 7 miles away. It's taking 15 minutes. I'm loving that. There's a bunch of things that I'm really loving and that I will truly miss. Those are the sorts of things that while they're happening, you probably have joy or true happiness. Excuse me, when those things are happening. So when those things are happening, the no traffic, the, so much time with kids, the sleeping in, the exercising every day, whatever it is for you that makes you really happy, and you will miss it when it stops. When you're experiencing those things, stop and take it in. Breathe, take some deep breaths, look at your children's faces, look at the trees blowing. Put your windows down and rock out while you're in the car, not dealing with any traffic, whatever it is. Soak up those experiences with all of your senses. Soak it up in every way that you can. And then later that night or the next morning or whenever your gratitude practice is, don't just remember what happened. I was on 290 and there were no cars. That was great. That's helpful. But to take it to the next level, try to go back to that place. Close your eyes and try to conjure that feeling of gratitude. Because that feeling of gratitude, re-experiencing those feelings of gratitude every single day, that's where we see the major benefits to our mood, the major boost to our immune system. So really cool stuff, something to think about. Thanks.